guys, hey guys. Long time no see. It looks like shit in the background. New background. Laura unlocked. First, apologize for the background noise. The fridge is very loud. My cat, QB has the zoomies right now, so you might hear her. And also her fountain is kind of loud. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. Surprise, I moved. I knew I was going to be moving. I didn't know when. I didn't even know where. My lease, stop it. My lease technically ends the 31st of this month, but I didn't want to stay to the end. Things have not been great in my hometown, which I kind of briefly talked a little bit about in a previous video. Anyway, I look like shit probably. It's because I've been moving and unpacking. Technically it's been, I think technically 3 days. It's really only been 2. It's super late in the night. I don't even know. She's just like scratching things because she's excited. She's normally asleep. Normally I'm asleep. I've been going to bed really early because I've been doing so much shit. I'll do an apartment tour once everything's kind of like settled. But it's a little chaotic in here, as you can see, with all the stuff everywhere. I don't even know if my desk will actually be here. Anyway, I'll talk about this, what I'm doing. I'm unpacking my crystals. I thought I could do a video. I wanted to do a video of me packing them, but I was watching, like, Catching Up with Bob's Burgers, and I just didn't want to pause that, to be honest. So, yeah, I have a box. Holy shit. It says living room on it, but I'm pretty sure it's crystals. I should be sure because I packed it, but you know how that goes. So, it says crystals on top. So I don't know if that means this is the top and it should stay top, or if it means there's only crystals on top. Yeah. But, oh, the fridge just kicked off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to ask them to look at that. I don't know if that's normal for the brand. See if I can push you guys back to get this box on here a little bit more. I don't even know. But, yeah, I viewed a unit here, at this complex. I say 2 or 3 weeks ago. I loved the unit. Oh, you can see, like, even more mess. Yeah, I apologize. I'm sure you guys have moved before and you get it, but I should have opened this before. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but anyway, because this is probably gonna be loud. Here, 1 second. Look. Okay, I kind of got it situated and opened. But yeah, we viewed a unit a while ago. I really liked it. We put an application in. Well, I put an application in. Wasn't hearing back, and then they were like, hey, you got it. When do you want to move in? And I was like, immediately, hello. And they were like, okay. And so we moved in. This is a different unit than what I viewed. I guess this is renovated, but it's not as renovated as the unit that I had saw. At first I was really pissed about it, and then I realized and only because maybe I would have made a bigger stink out of it if this is just literally not the most, like, amazing apartment for the area, the price, and like, comparing to my last apartment, this is gold. Like, this is a mansion. It's huge. I think it's over 1,000 square foot. I'm not like, I was in Ohio. I'm still in Ohio. I'm just in Columbus now. I'll tell you the exact area. Columbus is huge, but This is from the sticker. I could just never get off. And then this is like not dust, it's like glue that was on there. Not a big deal. It does need dusted though. That's another thing. This has real ventilation. My old apartment did not have real ventilation, and I was getting like sick because of the dust and the mold. I have a card right here. This is normally for my nail stuff, but I'll figure it out. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't give a fuck. We'll just figure it out as we go. But moving, and then what was a really big surprise is they didn't tell me this was an upstairs unit. This is my first time being an upstairs neighbor, and I already feel like I'm a very bad upstairs neighbor just because I'm very clumsy and I drop a lot of shit all the time. Especially, bro, I thought, dropping stuff in the bathroom and like in the shower is loud already, and then with that thought of like, oh my god, I'm above somebody, and they also have young kids. So I really hope I don't like wake them up. I'm planning on introducing myself to my downstairs neighbors in a bit. I just wanna wait a little bit. I don't know if this was there. I'm gonna say it was. I'm just checking stuff out to see if there's a few chips, but everything looks good. This is Aggie. It's a cloud. This is what I'm not sure if that was there. It looks druzy inside, so I'm gonna say it was. There's not like a piece that I'm seeing, but I don't know. Sometimes you just don't remember certain things. But yeah, we have steps in our apartment. So nobody was prepped for putting things, or, hauling things up steps. So we were a little like, and then the word also was shitty is, so there's a front of the building and then there's the back. We are in the back and there is only a sidewalk. There's no parking in the back. It's only the front. And so we had to park the U-Haul in the front and then walk things through the side. It was rough. Thankfully I had my family help me because my family's amazing. But I could tell that they were kicked. Like I promised everybody I was gonna buy them like lunch for, as a thank you. And like my mom, my little brother, and like their friend, like they were like, we gotta go, like we're tired. And I was like, you sure? Like let me buy you lunch. And they're like, we're getting the fuck out of here. So, which I totally understood. It was a lot. And my mom, thankfully, she rented the U-Haul for us. So I didn't have to pay for that or anything. I'm very thankful for it. My family is amazing. I might talk like smack every once in a while, but I am very grateful for the assistance. And my grandparents helped the most. Like, oh my god, my grandparents came over like every day, like literally while I was working, and were like packing things for us and like just making sure everything was okay. They were buying us like food because they knew that we were packing like all of our stuff, and we obviously are gonna want to make stuff, and it was really sweet. So yeah, but yeah, it was rough, but this is great. And right over here where you saw briefly, we actually have in-unit laundry now, which is love. This is, I believe it's actually smoky quartz, but it just is very oh, you know what, no, this was chipped already because that's why I got it. It was like a freebie because it was chipped. This little chip up here. You see it? But yeah, if you hear her running up and down, she's playing on the steps because she's never been in a home with steps before. This is gorgeous. This has a lot of inclusions. It looks like there's iron, some stuff I don't really recognize. Looks like there might be some root tile in there. Whoa, look at this really, really gorgeous rainbow. Isn't that really pretty? There's a lot of little rainbows in this one. I have another box of crystals. I'll probably do like another video if you guys are interested. Just because this will be time consuming. Got some, just a baggie, and then 2 plastic acrylic stands. Is acrylic plastic? I think it is, right? And then a wooden teakwood stand, which I love. These have all the spheres come out. I already know some of the spheres are not going to be able to like sit on this because it's like not structurally built for that weight. So I think I know. Yeah, I forget what this one is called. There's a special name for it because it's like, I always want to say it's like garden quartz because of just how this like looks, because you know garden quartz has like that inclusion of like dirt and moss and all that fun stuff. I don't know what this is. If you can give me a guess, that'd be great. I could reach out to the gal who sold it to me, but these are really pretty. It looks like dusty, but if you get it the right angle, it like sparkles in there. It's really pretty. It's also lightly raining out right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm like right next to a window. But yeah, isn't that gorgeous? I'm assuming this red stuff in there is iron, but I'm not sure what the sparklies are down there. But I really like this. I think that was one of the last few crystals I bought. It's been a while since I bought crystals just because money's been tight, and then like when I do have money, I would prefer to spend on other things. But I do miss getting new crystals. The gal I mainly buy from, she's been doing some sales. I've been looking, but I haven't been buying. I think the closest I'll get for crystals in a while is probably like an engagement ring. Not to like, but probably be getting engaged pretty soon. We've been kind of talking about it. And I showed you what I got for our anniversary, so that was probably the closest as well. This is another agate little tower with some jersey. I really like this, like the back. I'm not sure what that is, but it's really cool. Like if you see like these circles, isn't that neat? Jeez. This is raw right here, not polished. I know I'm going in and out of a whisper and soft spoken. My throat is a little sore. I think with all the changes in the weather recently, as well as like environment, my whole body's just kind of like, what the fuck are we doing? I shit you not, it was sleeting, completely frozen, like snowed in, melted, raining. It was, I'm so sorry, it was literally 58 today. Like people were in shorts. So it's been crazy, and I think it's supposed to snow tonight actually, so I don't even know. This is citrine, I believe. Smoky citrine, so it's heat treated. Citrine doesn't look like this man-made, just means, I believe it is, yeah. It's just heated up to get that like smoky effect. Look at those rainbows. I feel like it's been a while since I've been able to kind of just sit and admire them. Kind of like appreciate them. I feel like it's nice to kind of get like almost reacquainted with a lot, because I also have parted ways with a ton of pieces. Just because I felt like, you know, I wasn't appreciating them and things like that. So, and most of the time I just give them away. I don't sell them or anything. Unless like somebody offers, then maybe I will. Okay, so this is clear quartz. Everything's a little dusty, so if you hear me like rubbing it, it's just to try and get that layer. This is really gorgeous. I'm excited to have some of these in the windowsill in front of me so I can look at them. This is so pretty. I think I got this one really discounted. If I didn't, it's been a while. But I really want a nice big clear quartz sphere. I love clear quartz. It's one of my favorites. I just think it's so gorgeous. Like, to me, nothing beats a clear quartz sphere. Okay, I'm gonna probably start if we put some of these in the bottom. This is another sphere. I did all my spheres last, I think, so that's why they're all on top. Which is stupid because they're heavier than a lot of the other parts I have, so I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Oh my gosh, so let me tell you, moving, it was such, I mean, like, it already is exhausting to move and to, like, pack and then unpack, but, like, so from where I live to Columbus, it was, like, an hour and some change to drive, and then, I had to do that 4 times. Ooh, what's that? Just some gunk. I do that 4 times. Got here, dropped everything off, made sure everything was okay, locked up, went back to my old apartment, cleaned. I was gonna do a deep clean. When we got back, it was probably like 5 p.m. when we got back. And we had started at 10 a.m. I kind of wish we had started earlier. But anyway, we had done that. Took everything out. It was okay. Everything, like, clean. I got back there and I was like, I'm gonna kill myself if I have to touch another fucking thing. So I dropped the keys off to the leasing office. My grandparents who had met us there were cleaning and touching things up for me, and then came back. We finished everything together and we just got the fuck out of there, and I drove home to here. So that was and because, you know, daylight savings and things like that, we didn't get back here till, like, I want to say 9 o'clock, probably a little later than 9 actually. And it's pitch black dark out, and I have astigmatism, so driving at night is not my thing. But driving in the city is a lot different than driving in a rural area because they have a lot of street lights and things, which I don't know about you, but, like, it helps when there's an overhead because they're high overheads. They're not, like, in your face like how, like, some street lamps are. So it makes the car headlights not as, like, in your face, at least to me. Sure, it depends on the person, but so that wasn't as horrible once we got in the city, but, like, it's still, like, I was, like, not enjoying it. This is sunstone, I believe. I actually got this because it made me think of my little brother, because it looks like a snake. Like, snakes can kind of, like, scaly. But I know this is really good for, like, creativity and stuff. I'm always gonna yawn in my own ASMR videos. Just gently put that there. Okay, we got a twofer. But yeah, we got, there's a Wingstop, like, really close to my apartment. So, we went ahead and got Wingstop for our first dinner because Wingstop is fucking good. And then we had to basically throw a lot of the stuff out on our fridge anyway, so we went ahead and got, I think we had Chinese food. Yeah, we had Chinese food for our second meal. And it was, like, first of all, the crab rangoons, phenomenal. They had a buy one, get one free deal for, like, a ton of shit. So we basically just paid for one meal and then got to eat together. But I didn't really like what I got. But I'm super picky when it comes to trying new stuff. So it wasn't that it wasn't good, I just didn't like it. I also, you know, I always say I grew up just not very defined, but I will try stuff, you know, when I'm given the experience to, but I don't know, I like sticking with what I know, so I just know next time not to get that. I think it was like sesame chicken, which I know sounds crazy, but it's just like, I think because it was so far from our apartment that when we got it home, it was a little soggy, and I don't really like soggy chicken. This is smoky quartz. This is a really gorgeous piece, and it has root tile, gold root tile in it, with a little bit of iron, that patch right there. This is one of my favorite pieces I own. I actually got this piece because I have a mini piece that's like exactly like it, and I like wanted it to have like a little twin, or like, not a twin since it's a lot bigger, but I'm sure I'll find that piece here. Actually, I think this piece is in here. So, yeah. So this piece is really special to me because this is the first crystal I ever bought. It's also smoky quartz, and it's not as clear because there is so much rutile in there. So much, and there's that iron inclusion, little patch guy. But yeah, I just wanted them to be little buddies. The buddies kiss, I don't know. Definitely shouldn't call them twins if they're kissing, but this is a cool piece too. This is crackled quartz. I'm not sure. I think crackled quartz is heated up to do that, to just look crackled inside. But it's a carved snail. Can you hear him snoring? He's snoring. He's sleeping right now. We were watching a show while eating dinner, and I couldn't sleep, so well, he fell asleep, and then I couldn't fall asleep, so I decided to come out here and do boxes because wow, he is snoring. So I really hope to God you cannot fucking hear that, and it's just me hearing it, because that is fucking crazy. He'll quiet down in a second because when he gets really loud, it means he's gonna cough or something, and then he goes back to sleep. I keep telling him he probably needs to like see a doctor about that. He's like, bro, you scare me. Like, there's some nights like I wake him up because it's like, you're choking, and you're gonna die, and I'm just gonna have to lay here and do what? Because it's not like I can get you up to do a Heimlich. Like, you're a 6 foot, like, fucking 5 man. And, like, dead weight. Like, are you kidding me? No. But yeah, anyway. I'm just getting some dust off this guy. This is also one of my favorite pieces. That's just my fridge now. Imagine that was him snoring. This is clear quartz. Maybe not that clear, but it's quartz. It's a really hefty piece. Dang, we're already at 20 minutes. I should fucking yap every 3 seconds. But yeah, it's a really good piece. Oh, I feel so good. You see how red I am? When I was in high school, I think I had started this channel at that point. I had gone, yeah, it was near I think it was my 18th birthday. If you scroll back, oh my God, I've had this channel for what? Oh my God, I can't do math. Almost 4, I've had this channel for 4 years. I'm 22 now. Ugh. Well over 4 years now. That's so crazy. But anyway, near my 18th birthday, I got laser on my face done. Because if you can tell, this and this is rosacea. Now, rosacea, I don't know if there's like a true cause, but I do know, or I don't know actually, I'm pretty sure it's hereditary because my mom has it, my little brother has it, I have it, and I actually think my biological dad has it too. But anyway, mine was bad, like I used to be very red no matter what, like, because with my mom and with my little brothers, you can't really see it, and then, but like if they get very flushed, boom, it's there. And they also have it on like their bodies too, and I do too. In some places, like you get very red. But my face has always just been the worst with it, and I've always been very self-conscious. People used to make fun of me for it, and so my mom was like, "Hey, if you want to get that laser to help get that toned, I'll take you and I'll pay for it." So I had a few sessions done when I was younger, and it doesn't look anywhere near what it used to. It used to be very bright, like think this, literally 24/7. And it used to, before I got my skin under control too, it used to be really bumpy and break out a lot. It was horrible. But yeah, anyway, all that to say, it has been bad recently. It's been getting red. It's not really horrible right now, but I'm like, I can feel like the heat coming off of it, which is why that feels really good. Oh my God, it does feel really good. But yeah, I've been thinking about, and I can't afford it right now because the insurance doesn't cover it because it's seen as because cosmetic, because it is. It really is. I don't need it to survive or anything. I mean, I could probably try and argue, like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. But, oh, it feels so good. When I was younger, it would like burn. I would get so hot. Like I would have to have like ice packs on my face. But, I don't know if it's like also maybe stress induced. I don't know. I'd have to look more into it. This looks like a blob of fat, funnily enough. This is, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's not yellow calcite. Maybe golden healer. I don't know. I think all I know is my mom bought this for me when she was like on vacation and brought it back. It's a really cool raw piece. It's not polished at all. It's very smooth though, that it's not polished. But yeah, I don't know what that is. But I think I've had somebody tell me what it was before that I forgot. I do that pretty often. I'll ask what people like, and then I never remember. But anyway, yeah, my rosacea has just been through the roof, and I've been like really thinking about saving up to do some more lasering, because like after I got it, they told me that I should do it once a year for I think 5 or 6 years, and then once every 2 years after the 5. But I think I only did it. I did it 2 times that year. I think I did it one other time the next year, but then I never went back because my mom couldn't pay for it. That was like all she could cover for my birthday present, which more than grateful. Oh my God, it helped my confidence so much. Like, and it's so weird because it's like it's something I don't even think about now, but like it, oh my God, it used to bother me so bad. I cannot get this fucking open. Maybe this was a bad idea doing this on my work desk, because now I'm gonna clean up so much fucking bubble wrap. Another clear quartz. This one is also fucking gorgeous. I love this. I also love that it's like partially polished, actually, yeah, it's slightly polished, but mainly raw. Because you got the few cuts that they made back here. You can tell when it's a cut that they made because of the, key marks. That's what I think those are called. It's been a while. Been out of the crystal game for a while. But this is how it was naturally. So it was probably on, like, connected to another points, like here and here. And they cut that apart. And probably just because it would have been too big, or maybe those weren't as clear as this one was. And so they used those for like carvings and stuff like that. That's normally what the process is. So gorgeous. I saw a creator on like TikTok like trying to get canceled for their crystals because of like she was saying that they're ethically sourced or whatever, and people were like, there's no such thing as ethical sourcing and memer streamer, and I'm not trying to get into that debate or anything, but like I definitely think that there are people who do get their hands on ethically sourced crystals. I would love to say all mine are. Are they? I have no idea. That was never a thought process, and I'll be honest, that was never a thought process when I was purchasing them. When I started purchasing them, I know most of them are. The one seller that I buy a lot from, she actually goes where she sources them, and I believe that's in South America, and her husband is from originally South America. I think that's how they met. If I'm not, I don't know. I don't know their lore like that. This is rose quartz. I actually bought that from them. But they work very closely with the people that go and mine and then go and like through that process of getting them like processed and things like that. So I don't imagine she doesn't pay these people handsomely. I don't know. She does seem like a really good person, but I feel like a lot of recent events have shown that people are not. But who knows? But I was seeing that like argument being had on the internet, and I'm like, wow. Like, and I feel like, ooh. I feel like in a way, yes, there is no such thing as like ethical consumption. Like I would agree with that, but at the same time, like I feel like there are things that you can buy and you can purchase that are more ethical than others. I don't know. So I definitely see the point that person was making. But I just think that they were making that point on like using that person as it was a bad example. This is a selenite. I think these are called skyscrapers. He's really scratched up. I love them. They look like they're powering up or something with the light. Oh, you can see it reflecting. There's something else in this one too. I think this is a flame. Yeah, it really kind of had me thinking, like, damn, like, I don't even know if these are really, like, because I don't buy crystals just from anywhere, everywhere. Like, I would argue that if you're going to argue about crystals that are not ethically, like, sourced, it probably, like, crystals at, like, 5 and below and shit. Watch, I'm going to get, like, a cease and desist for 5 and below. This is a clear quartz flame, and it's raw on the bottom, so it'll sit, which is funny because it is not, excuse me if you can hear my throat, it's not like perfectly flat, so it doesn't sit really well. But these inclusions in here are actually golden healer inclusions, and if you asked me what a golden healer inclusion is, I would tell you I don't fucking know. And I'm so far in the crystal game, I'm too afraid to ask. But yeah, I really like flames. I actually wish I had more of them. I think they look really cool. This one, I think, specifically with how it was carved, is neat. I just like feeling the swoop. This looks inappropriate as fuck. Should I make this my thumbnail? No. Oh my gosh. I feel like I've just had so much like happening recently. Like I don't even know what to tell y'all. Like other than just, it's been a lot. I'm also very not excited for this Christmas because I cannot afford to buy anybody anything, like, because we moved. Like, I have, unless I get paid, well, no, I get paid this week. And I know I get paid this week because I take my testosterone shots on the same week I get paid. Which also, that was a fucking hassle getting my pharmacy moved. Thankfully, there's a CVS not very far from here, so I got that moved. But it's such a shame because oh my god, I loved my pharmacist. I actually called her today because I had to get her to approve the transfer. Fuck. I know tomorrow is gonna be such a fucking rough day at work because I can't even fucking speak right now. Like, how the fuck am I gonna speak at work? I'm not. I had to get her to transfer it because it's a controlled substance, so she has to approve it. Oh, this is such a gorgeous piece. This is green calcite. Look at those lines. Ugh, I love this. This looks like a Starburst. I want to eat it. Oh, I just love this piece. This, like, I saw this piece and I knew how to, I just love, like, that it's chubby. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you don't find a lot of towers that are just fucking huge like this. But anyway, she seriously has been the greatest pharmacist I have ever had. Like, I'm genuinely going to write an email, like, about, I'm like literally drafting an email to CVS about this woman. She is seriously the most phenomenal, understanding, will go above and beyond. Like, somebody who's meant for their job is that woman. And I told her that. I was like, I cannot explain to you how amazing you've been. And like, as like a transgender person, the pharmacy used to be like the most nerve-wracking aspect of my routine, like, because I would have to, I had to change pharmacies because there were pharmacists who would do everything in their power to not allow me to get my prescription because they did not agree. And like, I think I went through 3 different fucking pharmacies before I found her. And it wasn't like I was pharmacy shopping or something like that. Like, it, like, literally they would just be like, I'm not filling that. Sorry, that was kind of loud. Or if they wouldn't do that, then they'd say, yeah, weird, the insurance isn't covering it. But then if I like got like a supervisor, magically it would work. And it would be every single time, like, I would go. It could be the same person, it could be a different person. Like, it was just, it was rough. And it was really life-changing to go and not have a problem every time I went to the pharmacy. And just, oh, okay, yep, you're all set. Have a great day. And she would talk to you, and she was just genuinely wonderful. So I was a little nervous about going to this one up here, but very kind, very nice. And I actually had forgotten to request some needles and syringes for my injections, and I was like, could you guys sell them to me? Because I think my prescription was expired. And she's like, yeah, it is. I'm looking at it right now, but she's like, I can totally sell them for you. She sold me like 20 of these for like $1.50. Like, I think it was $2 actually. And you know what? If I had gotten the same amount of my insurance probably would have paid like $40, which is a scam. Not that I feel bad for the insurance company, but it's like, so it's like, I'm feeling very blessed that I have some caring people medically. But yeah, I'm gonna write. I think also I'm like motivated to do that. Look at this piece. This one's a gorgeous one. This is flower agate. Before I saw this piece, oh my god, I just love it. Like, look at, I think it just looks smoky. Like, does that look like smoke rings dissipating in the air? Yeah, look at that price tag. Imagine being at that point financially where you can drop $100, more than $100, on a fucking rock. This, I would say I bought 90% of these when I was living with my mom. So if that puts you. So no, I also like, I feel like that needs to be said with some of the purchases I make. I do get assistance. Like, a lot of the stuff, nice stuff that I get, it's either gifts or I bought them when I did not have to be paying a bunch of bills, because I look at some people's purchases and it's like, how the fuck are you doing that, like, in this economy? And I feel like a lot of people, it's either because they're, you know, they're not paying for everything, which is no shame in that game. I'm jealous of anything, or credit card debt. So don't be like, oh my god, no, not right now. Back in the day, yeah, I could, because I was only paying for my phone bill and gas money, and then everything else in my $700 paycheck was mine. So this was definitely not difficult for me to buy. I also love that little like red right up there. I think that's cute too. I love this piece. I eventually want to get like a pink piece that's very similar to that, to like, again, like the little matching duo. Well, I guess it's a mismatched duo, but that will be probably not for a while, because hello. Okay, this is getting heavy, like lopsided, because I'm taking stuff off. Hold on, let me. Does that help? Okay. But anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, I think I'm motivated to do that because to like write that good review for her. I got my first little shout out at work the other day. Actually got multiple shout outs in a day. Not to be like, but so first I came into an email from my director, like my big boss. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think she liked me, and I don't know if she does like me. She's one of those people that I would say is very hard to read in general. She makes me a little nervous, because I like being able to tell if somebody likes me or not. One second. Sorry, you don't like drinking noises. Again, my throat is like, but so I'm like really nervous around her. And she sent me an email, and she was like, I just want to shout you out. Like, this call that I just listened to was so good. It was really great. Like, this is what you should be aiming for every single call. Like, this is phenomenal. This made my morning. Listen to it. You killed this call. Like, thank you. And then like CC'd my boss, like my team lead. And I was like, thank you. But it was nice to hear, and that was really great. And then I checked my email a little bit later in the day, and I had a student shout me out on our website. They can like shout out like people that have assisted them in the process, and it was so funny, because I'm not shit talking, by the way, but it's funny because the student had like was struggling to get a lot of stuff in, and I felt bad, because I was like, I had to keep like outreaching her, be like, hey girl, like we need this in, like are you good, like do you need anything from me, like what's up, like she wasn't like super active with communication, so I just didn't know what was going on. But it was really sweet that she shouted me out, and it was like, oh my god, it was really sweet. But yeah, so work was like really good, and then I got kind of awkward. Oh my god, I kind of want to say what I want to say in like a makeup video. Maybe I'll just go over it again, I don't care. This is honey calcite. I love honey calcite. I feel like you mainly see them in spheres. I'd love to get a tower in honey calcite. But yeah, I love this like patch of, wait, is that an actual patch or is it paint? No, it is patch. It's a patch of yellow. I have to catch myself, because sometimes I get paint on my crystal. But anyway, we get in, so like we have this like admissions wide meeting every week, and they talk kind of about a little bit of everything, but they'll mainly talk about like metrics, you know, what our goals are, things like that. Now, because this is my first term, my goal is like very low, like attainable. I think my next term will not be. I don't know what my goal will be, which I'm a little nervous about, because I'm doing like as much as I can to have like a big online and outreach. So I don't know how I'm supposed to get more than this, but yeah, I don't know. Cool. It'll all be conversations with my team lead, I guess, in the future. But anyway, I don't know what her label is. I'd have to look, but like, she's like above a director, I believe, but below our vice president. I don't know what that role would be. Maybe she's just in charge of, I don't think she's just in charge of metrics just because she listens to calls as well and things like that, but maybe, I don't know, yeah, she could, I don't know, whatever. She was red in the face in this meeting. Like, it was insane. She was pissed. She was like talking about how some calls she had been listening to were the worst calls that she had ever listened to. She was mortified. She was enraged listening to them, and she quoted like this specific call that like made her like see red. And I'm just like, in this meeting, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot imagine being this person who made that call. Like, I would be shitting bricks if my call that was a poor call got shouted out. And mind you, like, in this meeting, there are well over 200 people in this meeting, probably more than, maybe almost 300 if not. It was crazy because I think at most like 500 people are invited to the meeting. I know not all of them make it, but like my team lead this week was very insistent on everyone going to this meeting, and which is why. Now, obviously, I knew I didn't need to worry about that due to the email that I had received from my director and everything. This is another cloud agate. This one actually makes sound. It was crazy. It was like the whole meeting. It was her like being like, what the fuck, guys? Like, get it in gear type shit. And then we had another like really quick team meeting, I think after. But I was late to that meeting because I was on a call with a student. I get on the call and they're kind of wrapping up the meeting because I was really late. Like, this call went by really, this call was going by kind of slow with this student, which wasn't a big deal. Very nice student that I was speaking to. I joined the meeting, my director's in there, my team lead's in there, they wave at me, I wave back, my team lead's like going over something, and he pauses and he's like, hey Max, like, I know you were on a call, like, you hang back after we wrap things up and we'll go over kind of what you missed, and no worries. And I was like, yeah, okay, perfect. And so they keep kind of going off of the conversation that they were having. I was picking up pieces, you know, it's not, I know like most meetings, like, our team lead will start off with like we're about to be serious, so let's have fun, like maybe a little game or icebreaker or something. I actually don't mind them. I think it's nice to learn about my team and stuff. I like almost, I think everyone in my team except now, but at this point, had been people I went through nesting with. So it's like, you know, I know them, I'm comfortable with them, at least me personally. We actually just got a new member my last day, Friday of last week, because I took Saturday off to move. But we had a new girl added to our Teams chat because she just graduated from her like onboarding and nesting, which was cool. She seems very nice. I'm excited to work with her. But so I was assuming I didn't really miss much because that's how he sets up the meetings. And so he's just like reiterating, and we were essentially going to be outreaching like all of our students on, like, not just my students, other members of our team students, to just really like boom, like, hey, you want to get in, let's do this type of thing. And that's what I gathered from it. No big deal, whatever. And so he gets kind of done with whatever he was saying, and he goes, anybody have questions? Now, obviously I had some, but I hadn't been there, and obviously we're gonna go over it. So I just kind of keep my mouth shut and watching what other people are doing, and everybody's like, no questions. And he's like, great, I want to role play, you know, just to make sure we get everything, and I know that you know what's gonna happen and everything. Now, I'm not a huge fan of role plays in the slightest. I'm not. I don't think it genuinely shows what I'm capable of and doing of, like, because it's not authentic. I also struggle with making shit up in the moment for the most part. But anyway, whatever. But I get why in that aspect it was important. Look at this, gorgeous. I bought this when I got my couch because it's pink. I wanted it to match. I got this like on, oh my god, discount. I think I bought it only for like $100 some bucks, I think, which is crazy because I think this is normally like almost $400 or some shit. I don't know, I'd have to look. There's some crud on the bottom, just dust, but it's really neat. Got some fucked up teeth, bro. Me too. Real fucked up teeth. But anyway, so he asked somebody to volunteer. Now, I understand not jumping for joy and immediately volunteering because that me, I'm always gonna see somebody else does it. And obviously, I'm not volunteering because I just fucking got here, bitch. Like, I have no fucking clue what's going on. And I think that's everything. Okay, I've got the empty box that I'll put all the stuff in. This is just like a bunch of stuff in one that I'm gonna leave till I find a spot for this stuff. Damn, I have so many more crystals to unpack. This was just a little bit of them. Only 48. I'm not gonna do it right now. I think I'm gonna try and go to bed. But anyway, I'm just sitting there, you know, and so's everyone else. They're just like deer in headlights. Like, no one is volunteering, and I'm like, no fucking way. And so like I'm thinking like this is gonna last 30 seconds before somebody like, okay, you know, I'll do it. Nope. 2 minutes go by. I am so physically uncomfortable, and my team lead was uncomfortable. He looked exasperated. Like he just was like, I felt so bad for him. So I went and I volunteered. I was like, I mean, if you explain to me, like, I can do it, like, I don't mind. And not because I genuinely wanted to, because I felt so fucking bad and uncomfortable. Like, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, let me do it. Let me get it over with. And then we can go and do our thing. And then, well, I guess he was about to say no, like, to me, but our director was like, yeah, great, and explained it to me. And so I did it. Not that serious. Mind you, I also am not telling you this story because, like, I'm such a good person. Like, no, I was literally, like, shitting my brains out. Like, I couldn't, like, it was so uncomfortable. Because, mind you, like, all, like, your cameras are on. Like, you can see everyone's faces, so everyone's just going, like, so I finished the role play. And I'm thinking we're gonna wrap the meeting and we're gonna go. And my teammate goes, okay, thank you, Max. I really appreciate you volunteering and putting yourself out there to go first. Who's next? And then no one volunteers. Same shit. Not like, okay, waiting 30 seconds to go. No one. Like, and it's the same thing. No one's laughing. Like, I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable. Like, I literally like this. I was like, there's no way that people are not volunteering right now. And our director was like, well, I don't think we have time to wait on someone to volunteer. And oh my God, my team lead. And it was so uncomfortable. My team lead like brought it up in my one-on-one. He thanked me for doing it. He said he like really appreciated it. And he's like, next time we do role plays, like, you know, you're free to not do it because obviously you just did that. But he was like, and then we had a team meeting after my one-on-one with him, and this was like later in the week, and he was like, guys, like, what was that? And I think it was also equally as embarrassing because, mind you, the director is my, she's my second boss. That's his boss, and he's also like in training. And so like, how mortifying does it have to be that your team isn't engaging with you? Because like, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not even thinking about like, maybe I'm uncomfortable to do it. I'm thinking about him. Also, this was in my crystals, it's a little squishy. But yeah, it was really uncomfortable. That was really my week. And then I was like, hey man, oh my God. I was like, hey man, I think I'm moving Saturday, so can I take Saturday off? And he was like, yeah, of course, take Saturday off, please. And then Friday, So Thursday evening, my power flickers multiple times. My phone doesn't charge. My alarm doesn't go off. But because the power's off and my white noise machine isn't working, I'm up. Well, because my internet's not working and my phone's not charged, I can't get a text out. And I was late for like about an hour or so at work, which was so fun and phenomenal. And I was so embarrassed. And I didn't know that, like, I know my team lead has like late days, so he doesn't come in the same day, like same time that I do. Well, I didn't know that Friday was one of those days, and he has like a newborn kid. My dumbass texted him and was like, hey, I'm running late today because just got my phone charged because, yeah, logging in like as we speak. So sorry for the inconvenience. And then I log in and I see that he's not in till like later in the day. And so I messaged him on Teams when he came in, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, no, you're fine. Like, don't even worry about it. Thanks for letting me know. And I'm like, so embarrassing. Cause like, oh my God, like what if that text woke him up? What if that text had woken the baby up? That's what I'm thinking. Like, oh my God, that's such an asshole thing to do. Such an asshole thing. But he assured me it wasn't a big deal or anything. And he likes to know beforehand, and rather than coming in to it and whatnot. Oh, that was rough. And also embarrassing because it was like, it looks like maybe I just took an hour off, but it was seriously like my internet was not like, I feel like when my power goes out, my internet takes fucking forever. I just put some Aquaphor on, by the way. But I feel like my internet takes fucking forever, like 20 years to kick back in after the power's out, so it just sucks. But I was really embarrassed over that, but yeah. So tomorrow, or I guess technically today is my first day back after moving. And I'll have to fix all this in case I have any meetings, so I don't look like a fucking hoarder. Because this is just like, you gotta think my phone is above where my computer is, so they're gonna see a lot more shit on the floor than you do. Like here. Yeah, it's bad. It's rough out here. But yeah, sorry I haven't been posting. It's really just been because I've been packing, I've been moving, and I've been working. And then, you know, seasonal depression. I feel like I give that the same excuse all the time. But yeah, it's not that I don't want to post or anything. It's just, you know, life, man. But yeah, I hope this video was relaxing and enjoyable. And it was kind of all over the place, especially with background noise, so I apologize. Maybe I won't even post this, I don't even fucking know. Because I look greasy as fuck in this. But I don't know, I probably will, because I want to get something out. I feel bad for not posting. I've actually had a few people reach out and ask if I was okay, which I am, and thank you. That is very sweet and very kind. I love everyone who is subscribed and watches my videos. And if you're not subscribed, the community that I have is phenomenal, and I don't know if I say this enough, but like, I truly appreciate it, and I appreciate that there are people who listen to what I say and hear me. I hope you guys feel the same. Like, I love reading your comments. I actually like think about certain people time to time. There are people actually who haven't commented in a while that I'm like, well, I hope that they're like doing okay. And I've actually, I don't know, like I have social anxiety, but I've like genuinely thought about going back to previous comments and be like, hey, how are things? Like, do you need anything? Like, what the fuck? You hear that? My fridge is, that definitely needs to be checked out by maintenance. But yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate you, and everything you say and everything you do. It really truly means the world to me. But yeah, if you have any video suggestions, I will be doing an apartment tour eventually. I love apartment tours. I'm like a slut for them. It almost looks like someone's knocking at my door, but I know damn well that's not what that is. I don't know. I'm gonna like scare myself. It's not. I feel like someone knocking my door here is less scary than knocking on my door in rural Ohio. Baby, that's a skinwalker. Like, there ain't nobody out there but them. That's not good. But yeah, I need to shut the fuck up before I scare myself. So I'm gonna go lay down. But I love you guys. I hope this was relaxing. Again, I'll figure out this background noise. Maybe I'll film in a different room so that isn't a big deal. But I love you. I hope you guys are doing okay. Let me know how things are with your life. Anything cool, interesting going on. But yeah, love y'all, and I hope that you sleep really, really good. Good night, guys.